All right, SAT problem of the day number 52. This is number 25 out of 27, so one of the harder questions on there. Let's read it. An isosceles right triangle has a hypotenuse of length 58 inches. What's the perimeter of the triangle? Okay, so isosceles right triangle. So we need to know some vocabulary. Isosceles means two sides are congruent, and we've got this here. So what we know let's see, hypotenuse is 58. Oh, okay, yeah, it's 58. And so if you know your special right triangles, this isn't so bad. Special right triangles is two of them. There's 45, 45, 90, which this is. Remember the base angle theorem? If two sides are congruent, then the angles opposite them are likewise congruent, which makes those 45. And how do you get from hypotenuse to the side length of a isosceles right triangle? You just divide by the square root of 2. Divide by the square root of 2. Now, an alternate way of doing this would be, just say, for example, let's just use this angle here and realize it's 45 degrees. You might set something up like sine of 45 degrees. You need to know your trig functions. Is equal to opposite, if you want to call this, say, x right here, divided by the hypotenuse. And then take your calculator, take Desmos, 58 times sine of 45 degrees, and you'll find that to be the same thing. This 58 over root 2. So the perimeter, therefore, put it up top, the perimeter is going to be 58 plus 58 over root 2 plus 58 over root 2. So we do have to apply a trick here, rationalizing the denominator. So the way you do that, let's change colors here. Let's say you've got 58 over root 2. Let's get rid of that square root on the bottom by multiplying top and bottom by square root of 2. Because you're multiplying by 1, it's just getting the radical off the bottom. Okay. And this just makes that 2. Square root of 4 just 2. Well, if that divides, see, into 29 root 2. So these right here are both 29 root 2. If you add all that up, add 29 and 29, you have 58 root 2. Yep, so it's going to be C right here. Okay. Some things you can do alternatively for this. Let me show you Desmos real quick. Let me go back here. I'm going to get rid of, let's see, just go back if I can. Yeah, let's look at Desmos. All right, so what I can do on Desmos, I can type in these things, 58, for example, plus 58 square root of 2, and get that decimal of 140 right there, 140. If you look back at it, and just do that for each of your the answer choices. Let me bring this back right here. All right, and you can ask yourself, all right, if that same triangle you drew, what looks right? 140, okay, this would be a little over a third of it. It's the longest side. So 140 seems very reasonable there. If you were to type in these other things, 29 times the square root of 2, that's not even 58. So that's definitely wrong. 58 times the square root of 2, I'm just kind of, that's roughly maybe around 90. That just doesn't like it's quite enough. And this here would be too much. So there's definitely ways around it. But the correct answer, I'm sorry, those are both wrong. The correct answer is C. I just want to show you there's more than one way to go about it as you go through here.